to my channel. My name's Angela and this is Devon Thread Tales. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my 1 week Me Made November. So this is where I share a little bit of an insight into my week, and I will try and show you all of my Me Mades that I'm wearing during that week. And if I don't wear Me Mades, I'm going to try and share that with you too. And maybe it might be because it's something that I want to make in the future, and that's just so happens that I've already got a ready to wear item like that. So if you haven't seen any of these videos before and you quite fancy having a look through some of my past ones from this year, then I'll put a link in up here or wherever it is on the screen, because I can never quite remember. So I'll put that in there as well. So today is Monday the 22nd of November. So I can remember what the date was. 22nd of November. So we are nearly at the end of the month, and if you do follow me and you know that I normally do sort of monthly makes videos and plans and all the rest of it, and I haven't done any for a few months. Basically, just things have been all a little bit crazy, been a bit out of sorts, taking my children to university and all that kind of thing, and it's just been a bit crazy. And I keep saying on all my videos I'm going to try and get one done this month, and do you know what, I'm just going to take that pressure off now, and I'm not going to do any of my monthly makes now until the end of the year. And I think over the Christmas holiday I'm going to get myself sorted out. I'm going to get all my makes that I've done that I haven't shared with you, and I'm going to share them with you in a nice big video at the end of the year. So I hope that's okay. So I just thought, why do I keep putting pressure on myself? And I know you guys are so lovely and so wonderful and really, really supportive, and you're always saying to me, just don't worry about it. Life takes over. And do you know what? Life has taken over. So today, so far, I've been up and I've gone for a run with my husband. We just went for a 3-mile run. Basically, I have had a really sore knee, and the last couple of weeks I have had a lot of pain going up and down stairs and things like that, so I've been having some physio, and I'm actually going off to have some physio on it this morning. But over the weekend it's just felt a lot better, and going up and down the stairs has been so much better. So I thought I'm just going to test it out, and so far so good, so I'm really pleased. I'm going to go to the physio later this morning and see what she has to say. I'll show you what I'm wearing. So I've got on a ready to wear t-shirt, which is just a plain black long sleeve t-shirt. I suppose it's a little bit like the Agnes tee, except for the Agnes comes down a little bit lower here, but it's actually a bought top from years ago. But I've got that on with my Neilson Brumby skirt, which is a really nice skirt. It's got a flat waistband, and then it's literally 4 really straight panels that you gather in and to make this kind of gathered skirt. But it has these amazing big pockets. I've done it with an exposed zip in red, and I've done all of my top stitching in red, which I'll show you a little bit closer up as well. And also I've got some really nice sort of details in the pockets. I've sort of lined them all with this really nice red heart fabric, which I really like. So I thought I would be open and honest with you today. So I don't know if any of you guys feel like this when you're watching videos, whether it's, I don't know, sewing videos or other kinds of videos. If you see somebody and they've got sort of a bit of a perfect kind of neat and tidy and all the rest of it, sometimes you can feel a bit, oh gosh, my house is never like that. And I always get comments about how lovely and neat and tidy my house is, and you've got a lovely home. And do you know what, I love my house and I have got a lovely home, but it looks like an absolute wreck at the moment. Or I haven't made my beds. Normally this is all nice and flat. So I'm gonna go through a little bit my day to day and just show you what I have to kind of sort out today, because I don't know, I think we've all just over the weekend, my daughter and my husband and I, we've all just felt a little bit exhausted, and we've just kind of gone, so everything's just everywhere. In fact, I'll turn the camera around and show you the bedroom, and I'm going to show you as well, I had a bit of a sort through my fabric stash, so I'm going to show you that. During the week as well, hopefully this week, I'm going to try and show you a little bit of what I am sewing. So not a finished garment, but a couple of the things that I'm going to try and finish off. So I hope you'll enjoy that too. But I'll leave you there for the moment, and I'll come back and show you parts of my day and what I'm doing, and I'll also show you a better close-up of my skirt, because I don't think you could see that very well in the video there. Okay, so I've been to the physio, I've popped to the shops, and I've grabbed a few bits and pieces for ingredients to make my tea tonight, so I'm gonna get tidying. Right, that's the bedroom tidied up. I'm not going to dust or hoover or anything today. I'm going to do that another day. I just really want to get everything cleared up and tidied up. I've just got a little bit of fabric and pattern, and I've got my diary here where I've written all my to-do lists in of what I want to do today. As normal, I've written a to-do list which is about 300 entries long, and I'm never going to get all of those things done, but hey-ho. Right, I'm going to take you and show you my fabric stash now. Oh, but while I'm here, I'll just show you this skirt up close. So this is the Brumby skirt, and I've top stitched it all in this red. Like I say, I've got the exposed zip and really sweet lining on there and on there. And if I just turn the camera around a little bit, you can see it more, so the length and everything. It's a really nice sort of fairly casual kind of skirt and goes with most things. The only thing is, because I've done it in red, I feel a little bit limited as to what I can wear it with. But anyway, right, I'm going to go and show you my fabric stash that I sorted. But this room really is a mess, and yeah, I kind of created a mess, and now I keep kind of walking past the room and going, oh, I've got to face that at some point, especially because my daughter's coming home and it's all in her room. Anyway, I'll go and show you. Okay, so I'm now in my daughter's room, and she did leave it really tidy. So the mess that's in here is completely and utterly what I have done. And you know when you just start something and then you can't believe you've started it, and then you just then can't face it? Well, this has been like this for about a week and a half, maybe even 2 weeks. So I took out all of my different fabrics and I've piled them up into fabric types. I put all the cottons together, all the viscose, all the jerseys, all that kind of thing. And I think this is, in my last video, I said that I was going to have a fabric ban on buying fabric, and it's because seeing it all like this has made me kind of go, oh my gosh. So I am going to try and get rid of some. I'm going to give some away, I'm going to sell some, and try and use up what I've got here as well. I've got lots and lots where it's like bits of fabric, and I know I've talked about this before in some of my other videos, and in the past I've kind of thought I can't get rid of that because it's too much to give away or throw away, but it's not enough to make something with, so I couldn't sort of use it or sell it. So I now just like hang on to these pieces of fabric. But I think I'm going to take some stuff to the scrap store, which is a really, if you haven't heard of that before, most cities have got a scrap store, and it's a place where you can go and donate lots of things. Fabric wise, they like it to be at least a piece of A4 paper size or above, but people like teachers and things like that can go in and pick up supplies for crafts and things, and yeah, it's just a really good place. And there's all sorts in there, from fabrics to household goods, which are like, you know, like bits and pieces of household goods, paper crafts, jewelry crafts, all sorts of different things. So yeah, it's worth looking them up to see if you've got one in your area. But I'll turn the camera around and show you the room. Okay, so this is my daughter's room. So I've put all of the denims and things there, some linens, there's some activewear fabric which I've never used, which I really need to. I've got some viscose jerseys, some heavier weight sort of ponteromas, sort of fabric that I want to make trousers out of. I've got all my viscose fabrics, coating fabrics, cottons, and then I've got some double gauze and some crepe. I've got some fine needle cord. I've got some ribbed jerseys there. I've then got all the fat quarters and things on the floor, scraps of the fabric which isn't sort of big enough for anything, sort of all here. And then there's this, I'm a bit embarrassed to show you this, there's this pile of stuff here which I really need to sort through, which again is all odd scraps of fabric which I need to sort through. So yeah, so I need to have a really good sort of that, but not today. I can't face that today. So I'm going to leave this room. I'm not going to shut the door but I'm going to ignore it. I've got some washing which I need to take down and get some washing done. Then I'm going to clean my bathroom while that's on, and then I'm going to get cracking on getting the downstairs sorted, and I'm going to make our tea for this evening, or our dinner for this evening. So I will take on a bit of that too. So the lounge is not too bad, so I'm just going to fluff up cushions and open curtains and things. You might be able to see my daughter, we went out for a meal the other night, and while we were out, my daughter started changing all of the cushions for my Christmas cushions. So she's recovered everything. It's just slowly bits of Christmas are creeping into our house. So yeah, we're getting a bit excited now. So anyway, I'm just going to get everything sorted in here. Lounge done, that was nice and quick. just going to sort my hallway out. This looks very dark, but actually it's quite a nice bright hallway. But does everybody else have this, where people just come in and they dump all their shoes when they come in? We bought some plants on the weekend and I've popped them here on the side, my credit card, I need to move them because obviously there's a radiator there, so I need to make sure they're out of the way. Coats dumped on the side and boots everywhere. So yes, I'm just going to get all of that sorted out and make sure that's all nice and tidied up too. Oh, and more Christmas cushions. So on the weekend, Ellen and I had, on Sunday, we had a little bit of a craft sort of afternoon. I actually did a little bit more sewing and she did some painting. She really enjoys painting. She gave up her art when she started doing her A-levels, which is a bit of a shame. She used to do art GCSE and loved it. But yeah, so she was doing a little bit of painting on the weekend. I'll show you what she was doing. Christmassy again, obviously. So we went into Hobbycraft a few weeks ago and we picked up these baubles which light up for her to paint. And we also picked up these, I don't know what they are. They're some sort of card or almost like a paper mache, but a much sturdier version of paper mache, but these baubles as well for her to paint. And she started yesterday with this one. So I don't know if that's going to come into focus, but it is painted white inside. And she's going to get one of those candles which you light up with, you know, it's a battery operated candle. And then she just painted this really beautiful Christmassy design on the rest of the bauble. So she's pretty pleased with that, which, yeah, I'm not surprised because it's absolutely gorgeous. I think that's lovely. Hopefully you can see that properly there. And like I say, she's going to put a little light on the inside. We've got a couple more of these, so she's going to paint some more of those, and these will get painted at some point as well. But just to show you, so I kind of got tired last night and I left all my stuff on the table. She's left her painting stuff there. Got some very black bananas, which I need to get rid of. I dumped some more of my sewing stuff here, so I actually managed to finish a pair of trousers for Ellen yesterday, which I'll show you a bit later. I'm in the middle of making a dress. This is what I'm sewing at the moment, making a pair of dungarees for Ellen in this. So the rest of the room, you know, everybody's just kind of abandoned everything. Washing baskets, dogs are asleep, blankets strewn everywhere. I pulled out all my sewing stuff and dumped it all on the floor yesterday, and all my sewing desk. All of this needs sorting out. So I'm going to get sorting that, and then once I've done that, I'll do the kitchen. I'll just show you these trousers. So this is the Sew Over Ultimate trousers that I've made for my daughter. Had to sort of adjust the length of them, so I've taken a little bit of time because I hemmed them and then had to re-hem them. But they're really, I don't know if you can see that on the screen. I'll turn it around a little bit. Hopefully you can see that. It's a really beautiful sort of maroon colour. Really, really nice. And I did actually intend to make these for myself, but she nabbed it before I could. But they're a really nice pair of trousers. I will try and video her actually wearing them at some point, and do that mix video like I said I was going to. So yeah, they look really nice, and she hasn't worn them yet because I literally finished hemming them last night. But the other thing that I'm doing, and I thought I'd just show you quickly, is I am making. I've been doing this on my Tuesday sewing class that I go to at Make. I've been making her a pair of dungarees, and this was all because I saw a lady at the at Make who was making, or who had made them for her daughter, and they just looked absolutely gorgeous. I'm just trying to think what pattern it is. I don't think I've got the pattern cover next to me here, but it's such a nice pair of dungarees. This is the back so far. I've been trying to be really meticulous about pattern matching. So I've been pattern matching sort of all of the back there, so it all lines up nicely. I've got the front somewhere. Oh, here they are. So yeah, these have been taking me quite a long time, more because of the cutting out than anything else. But they just, I think they're going to look really nice. But again, here's the seam where the top and the bottom joins. I've really tried to make sure they match beautifully. I think I did go ever so slightly out on the front, which is a bit frustrating. But they've got side pockets like this. So again, once I've got them finished, I'll be able to show you those as well. But I'm really excited about making those because I do quite fancy making a pair for myself as well. Probably not out of tartan, but I don't know, I do quite like them. Anyway, I'm carrying on with tidying up my sewing bit. This is the messiest bit. I really am the messiest person in the house by the looks of it. So yeah, I'm going to carry on tidying this up. This is my least favourite thing to tidy up because once I start going on it, I want to really tidy it up and then it takes ages. So I'm just going to do it as quickly as I possibly can and not get too sort of involved so I can get back to cleaning up my kitchen and stuff. Going to show you this dress as well. Again, not finished. But I really want to make a really long flowy shirt dress and I've got a beautiful pattern for one, but they had a short version of it and I decided to trial it out to make sure it fitted, and so far so good. I think it fits. It's a butterick dress. I'll try and put the picture of it up on the screen, but I've been making it out of this chambray that I bought from Exeter Fabrics. So it's a really beautiful fabric. It's just got this lovely little summery kind of flower in it. Obviously it's not very seasonally appropriate, but I didn't want to waste my lovely fabric that I bought from Felicity Fabrics just in case it didn't fit. So it's got a lovely sort of curved hem that goes up at the side and it's slightly longer at the back. So I hopefully will be able to finish that soon. I'm really hoping to finish it this week actually. I'd like to finish that and Ellen's Dungarees, and then I can get on with making some other bits and pieces. So yeah, so I'm really pleased with how that's coming out so far, and that's one of the things that I'm working on at the moment. So but I've been working on that and everything else for such a long time because time's just really busy at the moment. So I just don't seem to get a lot of time to do anything. But anyway, that's what I'm making at the moment. Oh, right, it's a bit tidier. It's not brilliant, but it's a bit tidier than what it was. It needs a good old clean, if I'm honest, and everywhere needs a bit of a dust and a hoover. But like I say, I'm just tidying today, so I've got lots of other things that I need to get done, and I will probably do that later in the week. So that's my sewing space sorted out. I'm just going to put away a few of the bits of fabric which were laying around. I'm going to take them back upstairs with the rest of the fabric that's upstairs, and then I'm going to get started on my kitchen. So I've been working hard trying to get the house cleaned up this morning, and Alan's been working hard but the dogs are just having a very lazy day. You having belly rubs with Rosie, are you, Alan? Bless her. She is waving. Hiya, so I have just dropped off my daughter to school. She didn't have to go in this morning because she has a private tutor in the morning just to help her with some of her science work. So I've got everything chopped up ready to make my bolognese. I don't follow a recipe. This is my favourite bolognese. We are more or less vegetarian. I occasionally have a bit of chicken, but as a whole, our family are vegetarian. And so this is just a chuck it in, experiment, whatever you've got in the cupboard, but this is kind of normally what I go with. So I'm just using my big trusty bowl, and I just put in a little bit of olive oil, get that heating up, and then I've got a couple of red onions and some garlic which I've chopped up. Just going to put that in. I know this is not meant to be a cooking channel, but I know on my Instagram a couple of times people have really enjoyed some of the recipes that I've shared, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to share this as well. So I've got my onions, so I'm just going to let them soften. So once those softened, I add in, I've got 2 or 3 sort of chopped up celery stalks here, and I'm not a massive fan of celery or the flavour of celery. I don't like it when it's raw, but it is amazing when you add it into cooking because it just adds loads of lovely peppery taste, and I absolutely love it when it's cooked and in things like soups and bolognese and things like that. So again, I'm going to let that cook for just a couple of minutes. So I'm just going to add in, I've got about 4 small carrots chopped up in here, just sort of really small and finely diced. So I'm just going to add those in. Again, wait for them to soften ever so slightly, so about 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, so I'm just going to add in a small bowl of red lentils, just dried red lentils, and get them so they are all mixed, all in amongst all of the rest of the mixture. So once that's all really mixed in, I'm then going to add in, I've got 2 chopped courgettes, which just kind of add a bit of green, but they kind of mulch down to nothing once they're cooked and in the bolognese. And then I've got 1 small packet of brown mushrooms that I've just, chestnut mushrooms that I've chopped up. So I'm going to add those. And then while that's just cooking a little bit, I'm just going to add in a little bit of oregano, just a sprinkling, some pepper, and a little bit of salt, and a little bit of Worcester sauce. I'm then going to crack over a vegetable stock cube, and I'm going to add in some tinned chopped tomatoes. Three tins at the moment, unless I feel it needs more. Depends on how much mixture I use. Sometimes I need 3, sometimes I need 4. And then I'm just going to fill one of those cans with water. And then, I know it sounds silly, but I want to make sure I get all of the tomato juice out of all of the other tins. So I just kind of pour the water from one to the other. I don't know, probably is a bit silly, but I don't want to waste any of the tomato. And obviously you need to add a little bit of fluid into this as well. So give it a really, 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 good mix. So I will probably turn that down quite low now, and I will pop the lid back on it, probably for about half an hour or so, and then turn it off, and then just, you know, help ourselves to it when it's our tea time. Obviously it is a huge bowl, so what I normally do is I then just get some Tupperware pots, parcel up a few pots of it so that it's enough for another family meal, and I put it in the freezer, and then when I go to cook it the next time after defrosting it, sometimes I might just add another punnet of mushrooms and maybe 1 tin of tomatoes with it, or sometimes I just have it as is, but it's really nice, and you can either have it with like pasta, spaghetti pasta, or you can have it on its own, or you can have it on top of a baked potato, or what else do we have it with? Or courgette, where you spiralise courgette so it's not sort of pasta, but I'll show what it looks like. So there we go, cooking away. So like I say, in about half an hour or so, I'll just turn that off. So I'm going to go and sort out another load of washing, and I do still need to clean my bathroom, so I'm going to go and do that. But that's going to be our evening meal tonight. I thought I'd share that with you. Hiya, so it's Tuesday today, and I'm off to work, and I'm working in my office. So I've decided I'm going to walk down to work today. It's a really cold, crisp, lovely morning, and that's probably my most favourite kind of day, so I'm going to make most of it and walk to work. It's not a very long walk to go, but I think what I'll do is walk there as quickly as I can, and then when I walk home later on tonight, I'll take a bit of a longer route home, which will be really nice. So a little bit of a boring day today. I probably won't share very much of it with you. I am doing a Zoom call with Karen from So Little Time Tonight, which I know I've showed you that in previous videos, so I probably won't share that again with you tonight, but we're going to do another one of our collaborations. So we're going to start on a new project. Hopefully we're going to have a video coming out very, very soon of our latest collaboration as well. So it is, like I said, very cold, and I've got on today my Nina Lee Southbank sweater, which I made out of this really lovely quilted Pontoroma, which I bought from Sewasfaction many, many years ago. So I don't think that you'd be able to guess it now. It's meant to have pockets in it, but I took the pockets out because they just kind of made this sort of shape, which didn't look good at all. It's got just a nice little cuff on there, a loose fitting stand-up collar, so it's not tight against your neck, but it keeps you nice and warm. Comes down really nice. It has a nice little bit of shaping here, and then it has a band across there. So it's a really nice, simple dress. Obviously, it's totally plain black. I've got that on today with some flat brown boots, and when I walk down in a moment, I'm going to wear that with my Sew Over It Lola coat. I think it's called a Lola coat, which is a coat that was part of their first ebook. So I bought this fabric in Birmingham Round Market the first time I went there for I think it was So Brum, actually. Oh, just found a face mask in my pocket. So it's a really nice sort of waterfall coat. It doesn't have any openings, and this fabric, like I say, is from the Birmingham Round Market. It's really thick and warm and chunky, so it's really nice, and I think it's quite a nice coat to wear over something that's totally plain black. I don't wear it very often because if I've got anything that's patterned underneath, it's just too much pattern. So when I've got something that's plain black on like this, it's a good opportunity to wear it. But yeah, really like that. So I've got two me maids on today. So I will love you and leave you there, and I'll probably come back for tomorrow. Bye. Hiya, so it's Wednesday today, and I've been at work. I've been to the school job that I do, and it's about 5 o'clock in the evening. I've just got home. It's been quite a long day. It's been really busy. Again, I've really, really enjoyed it. It's been, yes, just a lot of fun. And I've got home, and my daughter has literally just left the house because she plays in a band on a Wednesday, so she's gone off to practice at that. My husband isn't home from work yet. Do you know what I've done? I've made myself a big cup of tea. I've bought myself a chocolate bar and I'm going to sit and I'm going to indulge and chill and just be like, oh, lovely and warm with my cup of tea and my bar of chocolate. It's very naughty and it's not going to really help, you know, staying in shape and everything, but anyway, who cares about that for the moment? So today I have had on my Closet Core Sasha trousers, which are ones that you've seen, you know, lots of times before. They're just a totally plain black fabric, and they are very comfy. They're just a sort of a stretch cotton, and I bought this fabric from Haberdashery Fabrics and More. I've got on a little black cardigan, and I've got on this lightweight top. Now, I had this fabric left over from making the Sew Over It Pussy Bow blouse a very long time ago, and I've never really known what to do with the leftover fabric. And I have been teaching at Make 140, a beginner's sewing class, and we've been making this top, and it is the Avid seamstress, the blouse. So you haven't seen this from me before because I've only made it recently, but I made this so that I could wear it to the class to show everybody what it looked like. So this is actually a free pattern, so if you fancy this pattern you can actually get it for free. It's a drop sleeve top, so it just sort of drops down and the sleeve comes to there, and at this point you can have it so it's a short sleeve top, or you can add on this 3/4 length sleeve top. It's very loose fitting. It has a keyhole opening at the back with a button. I have put in the button loop and the button, but I haven't actually undone it to put it over my head and take it off again, because it's big enough to, you know, go on and off without undoing it, which is good. And then it's got a facing just along here and along the back. It's not particularly long. I'll take it out to show you. I wouldn't wear it untucked. It sort of sits like that, but I've made it in this really nice loose drapey chiffony fabric, which, like I say, I had left over from a blouse I made a few years ago. But I've seen people make it in linen and other fabrics like that, and it looks really, really nice. And it wasn't a top that I think I would go for ordinarily, but because I was doing it with the beginners class, I thought it would be really nice to show people what it looked like on. We've got an example that we keep on a hanger, but I thought it would be good to show, you know, what it looks like in person and wearing. And yeah, it's a really nice top, and I think now, having made it, I probably would make a few more because it's so nice and light and loose fitting. It's perfect for work and just really, really comfortable. So that's what I've got on today. I haven't got anything planned for this evening. I went to boot camp this morning, which was very early and very cold, and then went to work. And other than maybe going for a walk, or I do need to walk the dogs, but other than maybe going for a little bit of a walk, I am going to do nothing tonight. I probably am not going to sew. I am just going to chill. And do you know what I'm so looking forward to? I feel really tired at the moment, so I think it'll do me the world of good just to sit and do nothing for a bit. So I will probably now catch up with you tomorrow, so I'll see you later. Bye!
Hi guys, welcome to what day is it? Day 3? day 3 of the November vlogs. Day 4? Whatever day it is. It's a Wednesday. But no, it's a Thursday. Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, Mum forgot to do her video today, so I'm doing it for her. She's driving, so don't look at the camera because yeah. So funny. But today, Mum is wearing a non-me made. How about? Oh, well, I can't see him anymore. Oh, I'm back. She's wearing a non-me made dress.
So I will share it.
Yeah. But she's, it's very nice. She wasn't all that confident when she first got it, but we all think it looks stunning. So, yeah. We've just bought some fish and chips, being very naughty. I've got cheesy chips, Mum's got fish and chips. We're gonna probably spend the evening. I will be trying to convince Mum and Dad to watch a Christmas film. And yeah. Bye!
Sorry about that little appearance from Ellen. So yes, we're having a very naughty, cheeky night tonight and having some fish and chips. My husband's been out running and he's very cold because it's bitter here at the moment. So he's very happy that we've got fish and chips, to be honest with you. You gonna say hello as well? Say hello. So yes, Ellen was right. I've got a non-me made on today. I've got on a dress that I bought from Joe Brown's. I really liked it on a magazine that I received from them and thought, oh, I'm gonna buy that and just have a little look at it and see if it's something I'd like to wear, and then possibly make it and, you know, send it back. But I forgot to send it back, so I'm just wearing it. So it's a really long dress. Sorry, it's not me made, but it's really long. It sort of comes all the way down to there. I've put it on with a belt. It's just got a little turtleneck. It's got long sleeves. And Ellen's right, I didn't feel very comfortable at all at first wearing this. Not comfortable, confident about wearing it, because I was like, oh no, I don't know if it's really me. But every time I wear it, I get lots of compliments. And I wore it today to my job at school, and I had lots of people said they really liked it, so it's quite funny really. But yeah, it's just made out of a viscose jersey, and I think it'd be really easy to replicate. I think it would just be something like the Freya top from the Tilly and the Buttons book, stretch book, and then just putting on a panel skirt. And I have got lots of viscose jerseys, so I do think it's something I could kind of replicate, and I do like it. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you there because my fish and chips are going cold. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello, it is Friday today and I'm still in my jammies, and I thought I'd show you my jammies because they're me made, and I missed a me made yesterday, so I'm sorry about the video with me and my daughter. She was just messing around, but I thought, you know what, I'm just going to share it anyway. So today I was meant to be going to boot camp this morning, and then I was meant to be going for a walk around Burrator with my friend, and I was quite excited because I wanted to share some of that with you as well. But first of all, I woke up this morning and I had a really terrible headache, and so I didn't go to boot camp, but I went back to bed, and I feel so much better now. So I don't know what that was. Well, I think I might know what it was. I found out last night that I was in very close contact with somebody that's just tested positive for COVID, and I obviously did a lateral flow immediately and it was negative, and I'm going to carry on doing lateral flows every day. But I think I went to bed feeling really super anxious and worried about the potential of maybe getting COVID. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's potentially unavoidable, and you know, I have had my jab, so maybe if I do get it, I won't be as poor. I don't know what might happen, but I've just got to stop worrying, because what will be, won't it? So the friend that I was going to meet up with and go for a walk with, even though I don't need to self-isolate because I've had the double jab and we were going to be meeting outside and everything anyway, she's got two quite vulnerable children. So I had a bit of a chat with her and said, look, what do you want to do? And she decided that she would rather cancel, which is totally fair enough. And I think I would have done the same if it was the other way around. So I've had a little bit of a tidy up morning, put some washing loads on, that kind of thing. I have done it in my jammies because I'm sort of thinking, once I've got showered and dressed, I'll just throw these out anyway and put them in the wash. But I thought I would show you what I've got on. So I have got on my lovely cloud pajamas, which is a cotton jersey. I've just done it a ribbing in the a contrast ribbing on the neckband, the cuffs, the waistband of the top. I couldn't think what it was called then. I've also done the contrast ribbing on the waistband of the trousers, on the pocket detail, and also I'll try and stand up on my settee so you can see on the ankles of the trousers as well. So this is the Grey Line Studio Linden sweatshirt. And these are the Hudson Pants by True Bias, and they are my absolute favourite pair of pyjama bottoms. I've done this with a vest top. I've also done it with this, like a Linden sweatshirt, and I've also made these and then made a t-shirt as well. They are just so super comfy. They're really sort of slim legged. I've also made these for my daughters, and I've made them for my husband, but the male version. And we all absolutely love them. And I don't think I'll ever stop making these. I think every so often I'm just going to make a new pair and a new pair. I've never made the 3/4 length ones. So they do come where you have a band that comes along here. And I've never made that because I think that would sort of irritate me a little bit around my calf muscle. I think that would feel a bit strange, but you never know, I might do in the future. But that's what I've done today. So this afternoon I am going to be doing a Zoom call with my very lovely friend called Kelly, and she's from Cambridge. We met, I'm sure I've explained this to you before, but we met through sort of chatting on Instagram, and she happens to be in the same city that my daughter goes to university, so we've had the opportunity to meet a couple of times, and really lovely. She came down on holiday to Devon with some friends of hers, and I met her and her husband and her two gorgeous children, India and Reese. So hello, India and Reese. And so we're having a Zoom chat this afternoon. We've both been saying to each other that we're finding it difficult to get sewing time in, so we said, right, let's make a plan, let's have a Zoom and have a chat, which is a bit like what I do with Karen, which is really lovely. So yeah, we're going to have a bit of a sewing session this afternoon and have a catch up, which will be really lovely. So not the most sort of adventurous day today. I'm not going out and doing bits and pieces. I'm just going to get tidied up, have a shower in a moment, and have a really lovely afternoon chatting with my friend. So that's it from me today. If I change into something me made, which I probably will, I'll come back and show you what that is. But other than that, I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Hiya, so I've got showered and I've just bung my hair back in a ponytail, which is why it's looking so horrendous. But I've got changed, and I just thought I'd very quickly share with you what I've got on. So I haven't got a sewn me made on today, but I have got on a knitted me made, and this is my first really successful jumper that I knitted. It is a really, really easy knit. There's no ribbing on it. It's just it has like a curled hem and curls at the sleeve ends and the neckband, and it just sort of sews it really straight, and yarn is variegated anyway, so that's what creates these stripes. And I know a lot of people, since I showed this on one of my first videos when I first made it, and lots of people have said to me since that they've made this jumper as well, but they've made it in different colours, and they're all really fantastic. So I might even have a go at making this again. I am still actually knitting something which my daughter was helping me with, but I've kind of lost a bit of interest, so I need to get back out again and have a little bit of a go. It has thumb holes which you can obviously pop your thumb into if you want to. I don't always wear them like that, so next time I make it I might make the sleeves a little bit shorter so that they don't do that. I can't remember the name of the jumper off the top of my head, but I'll put it across the bottom of the screen. I've got this on with just a little vest top because I think breaking up that blue between that and my jeans is quite nice, just to sort of break it up and make it look a little bit more interesting, and also it means that I don't get too hot while I'm at home. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that. I'm going to go off and grab some lunch, and then I will see you tomorrow. Take care, bye. Hiya, so it's Saturday today and we have had a day at home. It's really late now. It is, oh, I say it's really late. It's only actually 5:30 because it's so dark. It feels like it's really the night time. So we've had a day at home today. I didn't think it's a very good idea to go out very far because of the potential of being in contact with COVID, so I've just been a little bit careful, but I have been putting up Christmas decorations, which I know is really early, but my youngest daughter persuaded me that we were going to put decorations up this weekend, and I just went with it. And do you know what? I love Christmas anyway, so it's fine, but I think this is the earliest we've ever put up Christmas decks. And I found lots of fat quarters and things, Christmas fat quarters, that I am going to make some more Christmas face masks with as well. So I've promised a couple of my colleagues at work that I'll make some for them too. So today I have had on jeans again, just a ready to wear pair of jeans, another white vest top, and I've got on another knitted jumper that I made, and this is the lighthouse sweater that I bought as a kit from We Are Knitters. Now I have got a code on We Are Knitters if you would like to get yourself a £10 discount off of your first order, but it does mean that I will get a little bit of commission too. Don't worry if you don't want to use that, that's absolutely fine, but go check out their website. They're absolutely fantastic. They've got everything from absolute beginner to really advanced, and this was a really easy jumper. So as you can see, it's just a straightforward sort of straight up and down, stripy, so you're just alternating the yarn as you're going, and it's really nice. I think I've shown this before in one of my videos. This is the first time I've worn it because it's been quite warm up until now, so I haven't actually worn it yet. This is the first time of properly wearing it. Now that I've worn it for a day, I think if I was ever going to make this again, I would just maybe do 1 or 2 extra stripes just to make it that tiny bit longer, but it's fine as it is. It's really actually quite a lightweight knit. The yarn is really lightweight and sort of, it's quite a big needle that you knit it on, so it's sort of fairly sort of airy. I don't know how you'd call it, but I've really been liking the neckline on this today. I think that's a really flattering neckline. I think it looks really lovely. Yeah, I've just really enjoyed wearing it. The only thing is I have spilt something on myself today, and I smell really nice. There's a bit of fabric conditioner, but I've got a little bit of a stain on my white vest. Anyway, I probably could have got away with not showing you that, couldn't I? So yeah, face masks and things like that. It's obviously really dark now, so I'm not going to show you, but tomorrow, once we finish getting all the decorations up and everything, I'll do a little whiz around the house and show you what we've put up. We get so excited at Christmas. We really literally just absolutely love it, and yeah, we've gotten a bit earlier and a bit earlier every year, but this is really the very earliest we've ever put Christmas decorations up. We've had the Christmas music on and we've had Christmas candles burning. It's just been really lovely, so it's been a nice day. So I will show you all of the rest of it tomorrow. See you later, bye. Hiya, so it's Sunday evening and we've just had our dinner. We've just had a roast dinner, which was very nice, and we've spent the day sort of getting a bit cleared up. I've actually done quite a bit of sewing this afternoon, which I'm really pleased with, so I might just show you in a second what I've finished sewing. So I've been finishing off Ellen's dungarees, which is great. So I'm going to, what time is it now? It's 7:15, so I'm going to spend the next hour sort of tidying up my sewing area. I'm just going to clean my sewing machine and my overlocker and things like that, just ready for the next project that I'm going to do. I've actually spent quite a bit of time this afternoon cutting out some Christmas themed face masks, seeing as face masks are now going to be possibly a bit more mandatory. So that's great. I was wearing them anyway, but I don't know, any excuse to use some Christmas fabric, really. So I'll just very quickly show you what I've got on today. I've got on Old Faithful, I've got on a Tilly and the Buttons Agnes tee, which I made out of some fabric which I bought. I think it was from Exeter Sewing Machine Company. They've got a small fabric section downstairs. And then I've got those on with my Lander pants. I can't remember the name of the pattern company, but I'll put it on the screen. So these were actually a test run. They're made out of a fabric which looks a bit like denim, but it's really cotton. Now I made a bit of a mistake with these. I made them too big around here, so I tightened them with a really quick fix, which was not very good, shall we say. It wasn't the neatest, but I kind of thought, oh, I'll just put my top over it, nobody will see that, that's fine. And then the last sort of, I haven't worn them very much because I didn't think they were very good. And then the last few times I've tried them on, I'm like, oh, they're actually very slightly too tight around here now. But they've got these patch pockets like this, which are not that usable because they are actually quite tight. And they've got back pockets. They've got a really nice wide leg, so they sort of come down, they're nice and floppy. I think I've not worn them much before because I didn't think that they were my style and I didn't think they suited me, but I've worn them a little bit more often and I actually really like them now, and I'd quite like to make another pair and maybe just leave off the patch pockets on the front because they don't really do anything anyway. Keep the ones on the back and get that fit around the waist a bit better. Really like this top. This is one of my favourites, one of my first t-shirts that I ever made, and I just absolutely love it. So I'll very quickly show you my sewing area and what I've made for Ellen, and then I will also show you some of our Christmas things that we put up yesterday as well. So hanging up by my sewing area is a dress that a friend of mine has asked me to take up. I have to say, taking things up and altering things for friends is not my favourite thing because, as you can see, look, it's still got the label on it and I'm terrified of cutting it. she wants about half a foot cut off of the bottom, so I'm really nervous about that. But I've got to get that done. I think I was going to do it this weekend and I've just, I don't know, been too afraid to do it. So I've put it off and now I haven't done it. So I need to get it done by next weekend, really. So I've got all my sewing bits and pieces here. This is a dress that I think I've decided I'm going to hang fire with now. I think I showed this to you earlier in the week. I wanted to make it to see if the long version for winter that I wanted to make was going to fit me. I haven't quite finished it. I haven't got very much left to do on it, but I think I'm kind of lacking enthusiasm to do it because I know that I'm not going to be able to wear it because it's too summery. So yeah, so I'm going to clean out all my overlocker. I'm going to take it all apart and hoover in there and sort of clean it out with a soft brush, and I'll do the same with my sewing machine. I'll take out all the thread, take out the needle, clean all in underneath the bobbin, etc., and get that all sorted. I've also got quite a little pile of stuff here, which I've got some dungarees of my daughters that need repairing, and I've got some patterns which have sort of piled up, and that bag there is what I've been using to take to my sewing class, so I need to empty that bag out because that garment's now finished. So these are the dungarees. You have to excuse the music playing in the background. I've got Ellen sat here. You can say hello, Ellen. Listening to Christmas music while doing a bit of shopping online by the looks of it. So these are the dungarees. I've finished them. Ellen has tried them on. She absolutely loves them. I have to say I am really super pleased with them, and I'd love to make a pair for myself. I love the fact that they look like just really casual dungarees, but they fit really nicely. Obviously I'll get some pictures of her wearing them and show them on a makes video as well. Hiya! So it is the 20th of December and I just haven't had a chance to edit that video before now, which I've just played to you. So I hope that it's okay that I'm playing this to you as late as what I am. I'm afraid I'm not going to have a chance to do a December 1 week me made, which is a bit of a shame, because I would have liked to have completed my 12 months worth, but never mind, just life's been very busy. So I'm going to share with you a little bit of Christmassy footage. I'm going to show you the decorations in my lounge. I'm going to show you my Christmas make that I've got on now, and and I'm also going to play a little bit of music which is from my daughter's band. Now she has been playing in a band, like a youth band in Plymouth for quite some time, and this year they went and played in the middle of the city centre where there was a Christmas market, and I videoed them a little bit. Hopefully I can put a bit of the video up, but I need to make sure obviously I don't get lots of people's faces and things in it, because I don't know whether it's okay to put those things up. So I've got on the Niku top, which is by True Bias. It's a turtleneck top. It's a really nice sort of fitting top, and I've made it in a rib fabric. Oh gosh, it's covered in dog fur, so I've just been cuddling my dog. It's made in a rib fabric which I bought from Minerva Craft, and I then made a Hollyburn skirt out of a quilting cotton, which is very Christmassy, which has got these lovely pockets in. It's got a seam down the middle and a zip at the back. I've shown you this skirt before in different fabrics, so this is not a new make that you've seen from me. I do need to wear it with an underskirt because it sticks to my tights, unfortunately, but look at the fabric. It's really, really cute. It's all lovely and Christmassy, and I'm really pleased with it. So it was just a nice skirt to wear to work at my school job because everybody was wearing Christmassy things, and I thought that was quite nice. So I'm going to say goodbye for now and leave you with that lovely music and the Christmas decorations. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you all again next year. You take care. I hope you have a fantastic Christmas. Stay safe and stay well, and I'll see you soon. Bye.